The NBA is going through a big change because some of the older players are getting older and might retire soon. But don't worry, there are a lot of really good young players in the league who are under 25 years old. They are the future of the NBA, and they are really talented. Number 10. DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton is a basketball player who was picked as the first player in the 2018 NBA draft, but some people think he shouldn't have been. He is really good at playing like the old school centers, who were big and didn't shoot a lot, but now the NBA is more about players who can dribble, pass, and shoot. However, Ayton is one of the best at being an old school center. He has improved a lot since he first started playing, and now he is really important to his team, the Suns. He is really good at protecting the basket and scoring efficiently near the basket. He is also good at making decisions in a type of play called the pick and roll. Another player, Jared Allen, is also really good at protecting the basket, and he made the All-Star team in 2022. Number 9. De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is a really good basketball player. He did play for the Sacramento Kings, but we're going to talk about him because he's one of the best point guards in the NBA. He's 25 years old and went to college in Kentucky. He scores about 23 points per game, which is a lot. The Kings made a good decision by choosing him. There aren't many players who could challenge Fox in a race while dribbling the ball. He's really fast and drives to the basket really well. That makes it hard for the other team to defend against him. He's been scoring a lot of points for the past 3 years and has also gotten better at passing the ball to his teammates. He learned a lot from watching another player named Chris Paul. Fox also got stronger and better at finishing when he gets close to the basket. The only thing he needs to work on is shooting three-point shots. If he gets better at that, he will have even more chances to score and become an all-star player. Number 8. Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram was a basketball player for the Lakers. But when the Lakers traded for Anthony Davis, they should have kept Ingram instead of trading him away. Ingram showed right away that he was really good by becoming an all-star in his first season with the Pelicans. He's gotten even better since then and is playing really well with his teammate Zion Williamson. They make a great team together. Number 7. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He is really good at playing the game, and many people think that his team got a great deal when they traded for him. He is tall and has long arms, which helps him play well as a point guard. Even though he may not be the fastest or most athletic, he is able to use his size and unique dribbling style to get to where he wants to go on the court. He has a lot of different moves and tricks that he uses to confuse his opponents. He has been a good shooter in the past, but recently he has been struggling with his shot. However, he is still able to score a lot of points by driving to the basket and getting fouled. People think that once he starts shooting better and his team uses all the draft picks they have, he could help lead the Thunder to win the NBA championship in the future. Number 6. LaMelo Ball. Before LaMelo joined the NBA, people had very high expectations for him because of all the things his father said over the years. They thought he would only focus on looking cool and wouldn't be very good at playing basketball. But LaMelo has proven everyone wrong. In just his second season, he is already considered one of the best players in the league. He is really good at shooting three-pointers and his passing skills are amazing. He can easily find his teammates and make great passes. In the year 2022, he is averaging 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 7.5 assists per game. And despite driving a fancy car at a young age, his basketball skills haven't been affected. Even Michael Jordan, who is not always good at picking talented players, finally found a superstar in LaMelo. Number 5. Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo is a really good basketball player, but not a lot of people give him credit for how good he is. In 2020, he was chosen to play in the All-Star game and his team made it to the finals of the NBA. But in 2022, he hasn't been getting as much attention because he's had some injuries and his team has a lot of other good players. But even though his numbers aren't as high as before, he's still really good at what he does. He's one of the best at shooting and making free throws, and he's been getting a lot of points, rebounds, and assists in each game. He's also really good at defending against different kinds of players. And the cool thing is, he's still pretty young, so he's going to get even better in the future. Number 4. Trae Young. Trae Young is a basketball player in the NBA. When he first started playing, some people thought he wasn't very good. They said his style of playing wouldn't work in important games called the playoffs. But then, in his first playoff game, he made a really important shot that helped his team win. Throughout the playoffs, he played really well and helped his team get to the conference finals. Now, the people who doubted him are being quiet because he proved them wrong. Trae Young is considered one of the best players in the NBA, just like Steph Curry or Damian Lillard. He's really good at shooting from far away, and he can pass the ball really well too. Even though he is not very tall, he is really good at scoring and helping his team. There are other players who are also really good, like Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Jaren Jackson Jr., Anthony Edwards, and Cade Cunningham. Number 3. Ja Morant. Ja Morant is a really fast and athletic basketball player. He could have been a selfish player and tried to do everything on his own, but his coach wanted him to be a team player. So, Morant shares the ball with his teammates and makes smart decisions on the court. He's really good at passing the ball to his teammates and helping them score. He's also really good at scoring himself, especially when he drives to the basket. Even though he's not very big, he can do some amazing moves in the air and make the ball go in the hoop. He's also been working on his shooting, and he's been doing really well. Another player called him one of the smartest players in the game, which is really impressive considering how fast and athletic he is. Number 2. Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum really looked up to Kobe Bryant, who played basketball in the NBA. Tatum learned a lot from Bryant because he worked really hard and always got better at the game. Tatum is a great scorer and has a lot of moves, just like Bryant. He is also good at defending against other players, but sometimes Tatum gets criticized for copying Bryant too much. His coach and teammates said he needs to pass the ball more instead of trying to score all the time. But it's hard to blame Tatum because he's averaging a lot of points per game, just like Bryant did. Tatum is still young, only 24 years old, but he's already doing amazing things. He's even tied a record set by Larry Bird, who used to play for the Celtics. Tatum has gotten better at passing the ball and making good decisions. Right now, he's playing the best basketball of his career. It took other great players like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant some time to learn to trust their teammates, and Tatum seems to have made that leap too. Number 1. Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is a really good basketball player who can be a bit annoying on the court. He talks a lot to the referees, which can be irritating, but the referees give him a lot of free throws, which shows he's a superstar because only superstars get treated like that. Luka is from Slovenia and he's been playing in the NBA for 4 years now. He's really good and averages a lot of points, rebounds, and assists per game. He's even better than LeBron James and Larry Bird were when they first started playing. Luka is really smart on the basketball court and knows how to control the game. The Mavericks team he plays for had the best offense in NBA history, and a big part of that was giving the ball to Luka and letting him do his magic. No matter who guards him, Luka knows how to score against them. He's only 24 years old and already one of the best players in the NBA. It's scary to think how good he'll be when he gets even better.